Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I am sitting here relaxed on my little chair, and the reason for that is today we are going to be talking about my fragrances that I like to wear to bed. And not only to bed, these are the fragrances I like to wear at night when I want to feel all like comfy and cozy. So these are my like comfy, cozy sleeping scents for bed. So if you're interested in seeing the ones that I picked, then just keep watching. Get into the fragrances, let me first introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things that you're into, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in again. Now, let's get into the fragrances. So like I said earlier, these are the fragrances that I like to wear when I am chilling at home at night and getting ready to go to bed. So for me, I typically don't take a shower right before I step into the bed. I take a shower and then I chill, unwind, and then I go to bed. So I get a chance to kind of enjoy some of my fragrances. So because of that, I don't necessarily mind wearing an expensive fragrance to bed. It doesn't bother me because I'm enjoying it before I go to sleep, if that makes sense. I also feel like I should add, these are the scents that I choose when I'm really just wanting to go to sleep. If y'all know what I'm saying, it's not for extracurricular activity. So if you want to know the fragrances I would choose for that type of situation, y'all let me know and maybe we can talk about that in another video. But for now, these are my like sleeping fragrances. So first up, I'm actually going to start with a body spray, and this is from Tom Ford. This is Tobacco Veneer. Now, Tobacco Veneer is a very popular fragrance. I do own the actual perfume as well, but for nighttime, I typically like to spray the body spray, number one, because it's less expensive. Number two, because it is a bit lighter of a smell, so I don't have to worry about it bothering my husband while I sleep or anything like that. And I just feel like this is the perfect, like, comfy, cozy scent. Of course, it smells like sweet tobacco and vanilla, as the name would imply. I feel like a lot of people know about this one, but this one is just really done very well. Like I said, the spray is a bit different from the perfume, but if you smell the perfume and you like it, you definitely will like the spray for a lighter application. And although this is a body spray, I find, I don't typically wear this during the day because like I said, I have the fragrance, so I wear that. But I found that this one definitely lasts at least a good like 3 or 4 hours. So I think that's really nice for a body spray. And it's not too overpowering where it will bother you in bed. Next up is one from Zara, and this is from their tobacco collection. This is Rich, Warm, Addictive. I know this is very popular here on YouTube, but it's popular for a reason. It's really nice. Now, I don't know if tobacco is actually really a note in this, even though it's supposed to be from the tobacco collection. They don't list tobacco as a note, but because of the notes in here, it does give off the vibe of tobacco. So yeah, it gives off the vibe of a sweet tobacco with honey. This one is a lot sweeter than something like Tobacco Veneer though. The honey in this really just sweetens this up a ton. I definitely think this is unisex, but for some reason I feel like this leans just a slight bit more feminine. Now if you're a man, don't take offense to that, but I don't know. Like when I compare this to Tobacco Veneer, to me this one definitely just leans a bit more feminine in my opinion, but I don't think that it would seem weird if I smelled on a man. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, this one is really nice. It's very comforting, cozy. I also like the fact that even though this is a darker scent, it's not so dark and heavy that I feel like I can only wear it when it's cold. To me, this is light enough for me to wear year-round at night, and even out, honestly. Yeah, I really like this. Typically, I only wear this to bed because it's not the longest lasting, but it is really nice. So I like to wear this around the house where I can reapply it whenever I want to. It also smells like it has some cherry in there. But I don't believe that's a note, but it definitely smells like a cherry, almond, honey, tobacco type scent. This is very, very nice. So if you can find it, I would highly recommend. So next up is one from Garland, and this is Insolence. I have the Eau de Parfum. I've heard that the Eau de Toilette smells a little bit different, but I have not smelled that one, so I can't speak on it. But for this one, this is the perfect bedtime scent. To me, it just smells so comforting. It reminds me of a baby and mom's relationship, like a newborn baby. I don't wear this one so much during the day because to me it does smell like, it reminds me of the newborn baby, so I don't really want to be walking around smelling like a baby all the time. But yeah, it has its place, and when I want to smell like a baby, then this one is excellent for that. So it has that powdery smell. To me, it reminds me also of like a lavender fabric softener. So it just smells like clean and comforting at the same time. This one is really nice. It's not that expensive. I have a little tiny baby bottle. I think this is the 1 ounce. Yeah, but it's so tiny, it's cute. And that just goes along with the baby smell. But yeah, I think violets are the predominant note in this fragrance, but to me, it reminds me of like the lavender fabric softener or baby lotion. Very, very nice. Especially like, if I had no other bedtime scents and I had to think of like the perfect bedtime scent to recommend to somebody, it would be this one. To me, this just smells like go to sleep, you know. Keeping with the powdery scents, I have 2 from Prada, and I'm lumping these together because they are very, very similar. So the first one is Prada Infusion d'Iris or Iris. And then the other one is also from the Infusions line by Prada, and this is Amande. So this has an almond note, but other than that, they are very, very similar. So they're both full of that powdery iris. In my opinion, the regular, like original one is a little bit more powdery and a little bit more floral, whereas the almond one has that nuttiness to it and just a touch of sweetness. This is not a sweet fragrance, but it has a touch of sweetness from that almond, like a nutty sweetness that really makes it like amazing to me. Now, if I had to pick just one, I would definitely go for the Amande. That's my favorite. But I love both, and I think both make nice bedtime scents because of that powdery, like comforting, cozy smell. I do wear them during the day, but I also, like I said, I just think they're perfect for nighttime, and I like wearing them to bed. I like, as you may notice, I like wearing things that make me feel cocooned. So powdery scents I like wearing to bed, and just anything that I really love the smell of, because I like to smell myself, and I smell myself when I lay in the bed. So yeah, so these 2 are definitely perfect for bedtime. So the next fragrances I have are both from Fragranza, and again, I'm lumping these together because to me they are pretty similar, and you probably would be surprised that I'm picking these for bedtime. But the first one I have is Eau Gin. This I believe is supposed to be a dupe for Parfums de Marly Wojan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but hopefully that's somewhat correct. And then the other one I have is Adesso, which is one of Fragranza's original creations. Now, I did a whole Fragranza video, so I'll link it in the cards, but make sure you check that out if you have like more in-depth questions about these. But both of these are just absolutely stunning. They're different enough to warrant having both. So first, let's spray Adesso. Okay, so Adesso to me, it definitely smells like almond, but it has that soda type vibe to it, the Coca-Cola type vibe. It is sweet, but it's also just a tad bit powdery, not super powdery. So if you're not really into powdery scents, like baby powder scents, you could still rock something like this. This is not like that. Yeah, this is just like that sweet, like almondy soda type smell. And to me, for some reason, that type of smell is just very comforting. And I just love to keep sniffing it. So I like wearing this to bed because I can sniff it all I want. I spray some on my wrists and then I sleep on my side and I just sniff myself. The other one that I have from Fragranza is Eau Gin. And like I said, this is a dupe of Parfums de Marly Wojan. Probably saying it wrong. But this one is definitely heavier. For a lot of people, this may be a bit too much for going to sleep, but for me, it's perfect because I love the way it smells. So it's heavier. It has vanilla in it for sure. It definitely smells like there's some sort of cinnamon or nutmeg to it as well. And probably tonka bean. This is just so delicious smelling. So delicious. Like, I can just sniff this all day, y'all. I can sniff this all day, and that's exactly why I like wearing it to bed, because I'm just sitting there like, ooh, I smell so good. I smell so good. So yes, that is Ocean from Fragranza. I had a discount code from them for Fragranza. I'm not sure if it's still active, but if it is, I'll leave it down below. I don't get any commission or anything for that, but you can get, I think, 15% off if I remember correctly. Next up is one that I like to wear when I'm feeling super bougie, or if I really just need a pick-me-up. This is one of my top 10 scents in my collection, period. But this is from DIOR, and this is Fève Délicieuse, their most popular one from this line, and I absolutely love it. So if I'm feeling super bougie, then I will spray this expensive fragrance to go to bed and feel no type of way about it. Like, it is so good. So again, this is tonka and almond, I believe. I'll tell you what it smells like to me. It smells like tonka and almond and cherry. I don't think cherry is a note in here, if I remember correctly, but that's what it smells like to me. And it definitely has a powdery background to it, but this is just unexplainable. This is one you have to smell. Although it has in there a lot of notes that are similar to a lot of fragrances right now, to me, it smells like nothing else. So this is one you really have to get your nose on, but it is excellent. If you love those notes that I talked about, then I feel like this is definitely blind buy worthy. A lot of people love this, and I just don't think you can go wrong. And this is one that I just cannot stop smelling. I cannot stop smelling. I wear this during the day as well, but at nighttime I feel like it just makes me feel so good. So good, y'all. So yeah, that's Fève Délicieuse from DIOR. And then the last fragrance is also for when I'm going to sleep and I want to feel bougie, but this one is not an expensive fragrance at all. And this is from Ariana Grande. It's Cloud. And y'all, I know you've heard about Cloud. I've talked about Cloud so much, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time, but this is very similar to Baccarat Rouge 540. To me, they're not complete dupes, but I really like this one. To me, if you compare this to BR 540, this one is definitely sweeter, it's lighter, and it has that coconut background to it that BR 540 does not have. So to me, I just love the airiness that this provides. I feel like when I'm wearing this to bed, I don't know, it just makes me feel rich, and it has nothing to do with the price tag. When fragrances make me feel rich, it's about the smell, it's not about the price tag. And I feel like this one just makes me feel rich. It's so light and airy and sophisticated, but at the same time, it's still comforting and cozy. And when I wake up in the morning, I smell this on myself, I'm just like, oh, I'm so fabulous. So this is the type of vibe that I get when I wear Cloud to bed. And also if I wear Baccarat Rouge to bed, but honestly, I feel like they're so similar that I don't really like to wear Baccarat Rouge to bed because I can wear this, you know? So that's it for my favorite bedtime scents. Please let us know in the comments below, what is your favorite fragrance to wear to bed, or do you not wear a fragrance to bed at all? We all want to know. We all want to talk about it in the comments. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And if you are not subscribed, please do it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.